That is actually an incredibly stupidly sound argument.
So we're dousing the light and continuing down?
I am not dousing the light.
Okay.
Oh, they're blind.
It was the horrendous things behind the trapdoors that didn't like light.
Yeah.
So.
I personally love light.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of light myself.
Okay. Down I go.
I love light even more when I'm not the one carrying it.
Gus!
Uh-huh.
Arriving to the bottom of the stairs where the chittering sounds of these creatures, that's horrible gibbering that sounds almost like speech but isn't quite, until you reach the bottom of the stairs here. Opens up into a hallway that goes forward 10 or 15 feet, and then opens up into a larger room where a very large gathering of these creatures subsides. It looks like the room branches off into a couple of openings in front of you and to the right. These two openings here, they look like they're natural. I'm sorry, not natural. They look like they're man-made hallways, but they've been blocked up with stones and bricks and debris. This wall here is open. It looks like it's been blasted open and looks as though it enters into the center cavity that you opened in the sand pit. So the echoing sounds from that direction are vast. You can see about 10 of these creatures in the room.
Are they
where'd you go?
asleep or what?
Oh, they're definitely not, and they're definitely about to attack you. I'm just describing what you see in the room first.
Okay.
As best as they're able, they seem to be keeping their distance from the wall, although you know from experience these things have no difficulty climbing sheer surfaces, which means the 10 you see here belie the many that you don't see but can hear through the blasted opening that enters into this, what looks from your perspective just to be empty space.
Okay, well, first tactical question. How tall is the ceiling above me?
10 or 12 feet.
So, definitely big enough for them to do the up and over trick. Gotcha.
Yeah, they can get up and over you into this hallway, but not without leaving your threat range.
Uh-huh.
Because you can attack above your head.
Is the roof on the, like, when it goes to the stairs, is it smaller?
The stairs, about 10 feet behind you guys, turn into the tight spiral. And there's much less room to maneuver there.
So if we backed up, could we bottleneck them?
If they chase you into the stairwell, yes. The question is whether or not they're going to do that. Which reminds me, let's roll some initiative.
Can you do me a favor, Brick Road,
No.
and pick up all the boys that you just spawned?
And pick them up?
Yeah, they're invisible.
Yeah.
But they come back when you pick them up.
Why?
There we go.
Because they're not ignoring. Okay, so this whole thing is fog of war, even though you've got it uncovered.
Gross.
And they go invisible. The idea is that if you can hide them to where, like, even though they've been in a room before, they know it's there, but you could put things in the room that they can't see, and then you can pick it up and go, surprise! Yeah, that's
And then it's really funny.
Surprise!
Surprise to no one, maybe.
All right, let me start on initiative account 20 here.
1 second. I'm well, actually, it doesn't really matter.
You
Everything's
just
fine.
wanted to go ahead and move yourself up?
I hadn't rolled yet.
You're rolling really good initiative this campaign, Rick Road. Congratulations.
No, I'm rolling about as usual, and you guys just have much worse initiative. Oh, this I didn't roll for. This is just part of the room. The 20 up here.
Yeah, that's a lair action.
Yeah, it's just part of the room. Yeah, and the noises come to a crescendo as you start to enter the room, as the creatures look like they're going to defend their turf, and 2 more of them climb up through the hole. Which is going to bring us to Secker.
sucker. Alright. Seeker is going to start weakening as many of them as he can so that hopefully he can hit a bunch of them with sleep.
Okay.
So I am going to cast Magic Missile targeting these three.
All right.
From left to right, that's going to do 3, 3, and 5.
Okay. I'm just flipping them for my benefit so I know which ones have been damaged, but none of them are dead.
Mm-hmm. And that is good for me.
Where Seeker and Florian are currently standing is about as far back as you can go before you have to start up the spiral.
Tony, meanwhile, is going to flap right over here and land on Scrappy.
Gross. Want to try that again?
And he is going to flutter at this one right here, giving Alexander advantage against it.
Okay, and then comes to Alexander's turn.
All right, let's move to here, level my crossbow, and take a sharpshooter shot at that one.
Okay.
It's an armor class of 18
18 does hit.
for 18 damage.
And that's enough for him.
That's the end of Alexander's turn. Scrappy's going to dodge.
Scrappy's going to dodge. That's going to bring us to their turns. So where all can I put guys? We'll start with this one here. He's a little injured. He's going to move through Scrappy's threat range.
Scrappy won't take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to do a booming blade that is 11? No, 12 to hit.
12 will hit.
Okay. And it's booming blade. That is 10 bludgeoning damage, and if he continues to move, he takes an additional D8.
I mean, he's already dead.
Okay.
And the second one is going to leave Scrappy's threat range.
Yeah, Scrappy will take that one.
Okay.
That's 20 on for damage to hit
20 will hit.
for 3 force damage.
That's enough. And this guy is going to leave Alex's threat range.
I don't have a melee weapon.
Clearly, I didn't hide far enough back. I did my best.
There's nowhere for this guy to stand, which is too bad. He could just be back here and offer moral support. All right. Let us start with Seeker. Ooh, I might actually hit Seeker for once. Seeker, I got a 21 to hit.
Seeker's eminently hittable.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage from his spiked bone club. And now let's do another one on Seeker, actually, because you've been throwing missiles into the room. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
No.
Lucius,
Hey,
I have a 17 to hit
that'll hit.
for 6 points of spiked bone club damage.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. DC is 15.
7.
Yeah, no, he's gonna take 2d10 fire damage.
Woo! Saucy.
4 and 7 fire damage.
All right. He is bloody.
And you said, how much damage did you deal to me?
6 points.
Okay. I don't like that, but
Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
I have an 8 to hit.
Nope.
Gustavo,
Mm-hmm.
I have a 15
No.
and a 17.
No.
Scrappy, I have a 10
Nope.
and a 13.
Nope.
As these things charge into the hallway, some of them skittering up on the wall and ceiling over you. One of them died here in the hallway. Yes, okay. And they do start to fill up the hallway right over and get into your back lines. And that's going to bring us to Florian.
Seeker, do you still plan on putting them to sleep?
Yeah.
Very well. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
ABC. Magic missile each. All right. 2, 2, 5.
Okay. And moving or staying put?
Let's stay put to offer my comrades moral support.
Lucius.
I have to take one. Down, or I'm gonna drop because I need the temporary hit points. That one's gonna get an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Hey, man. It's just removing hit points. It's fine.
19 to hit.
19 does hit.
For 8.
That's enough. You drop him in the hallway.
I will take my temporary hit points with Gusto.
No, Gus is over here.
I wasn't going to make that joke. It did cross my mind, though.
I'm going to end my turn there.
All right, Lucius.
can't move.
Staying put, surrounded by bad guys.
I have hit points now.
Gus, you're up.
So if I burning hands, can I angle? How many of it can I angle to hit without hitting? I don't know, Tony or Scrappy.
What's the spell say?
It's a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
You could start the cone here and angle it this direction. You'd hit these 4.
Yeah, okay. That seems like a good idea. That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
So, let's see. Burning hands is 3d6 fire damage. I need a dexterity saving throw.
What are you holding in your hands?
My mace and my shield, but I have Warcaster.
What does Warcaster do?
I can cast spells without.
The weapon that you're proficient with is a focus for spellcasting.
Okay.
Right, I don't need somatic stuff.
It says you don't need somatic components. That's what the feat says.
Not somatic, hand gestures.
Those are somatic.
Yeah.
It counts as a focus, and a focus counts as a material.
Yeah.
When you have a focus in hand, you can use that hand to perform the somatic component as well as using the focus.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the explanation that Treble was looking for.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. So you need a DC 11 saving throw.
Pass.
Okay, so they still take 4 fire damage.
All right.
Love it. Love to see it.
Love it.
That was a lot of big numbers on that saving throw.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Gus,
That's-
moving
I
or
mean-
staying put?
I'm staying put. We're going with Plan Seeker here.
Yeah, no. This is a good plan. I'm excited to be a part of
All
it.
right. That's going to bring us to the top of the order with a lair action. Three more. Climb up into the room. Seeker, what you doing?
All right, let's take a nice chunk out of them. I'm going to target right here, which should hit everything in the room, starting with the thing with the lowest HP,
Which is Tony
including
Hawk.
the stuff in front of us.
What about the stuff you
yeah.
don't? What about the stuff you don't know about?
I mean, if it's within line of effect.
Roll it.
All right, this is
Come on.
this is a second level Seeker's Sleep.
All 8s. You can do it.
I don't know.
How improbable is that, actually?
That's 31 hit points worth of creatures.
Okay.
How many dice is it?
7.
7 to the 8th.
Yep.
This one. Make sure that these marks are actually showing up. It was 31.
31.
That's it. That's what you get. Those 6.
That's not bad.
Slump
That's not bad
down.
at all.
They are now bloodied and asleep. Seeker, moving or staying put?
Seeker realized that he was not far enough back. One more.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Alexander.
Let's move to here and take a shot on this one with sharpshooter.
1 second. Before you do that, Tony is
Yeah.
going to move over to here, and he
Yeah.
is going to flap at this one, giving you advantage on it.
Very good.
And there's no cover because I have sharpshooter. That'll hit an armor class of 18.
Typically, if you're just shooting through one square and it's your companion, I don't give them cover anyway.
There's also the corner, so just letting you know in case the corner was an issue, really.
Nah, not really.
That'll do a total of 19 piercing magical damage.
Got him.
And
Sharpshooter
then
is so good.
Scrappy
It is.
move into here and take an attack on this one.
Okay.
It's an armor class of 9.
9. It does not hit.
Tactical question number 2: is this opening 10 feet wide, or is it like 20 feet wide?
10 feet. These are 5 foot
Okay.
squares. So
All right.
it looks like the middle of the section of wall, some kind of force has erupted. Must have been outward because there's no debris remaining in the room. And it opens into the central cylinder from the middle of the map. And that's going to bring us to my guys,
Mm-hmm.
Your boys.
the boys. Tony is perched on top of that torch.
Tony's like to the side of the torch. Fire bad.
All right. Actually,
Tony and me have an arrangement. He gets taken out, I'll summon him back.
we'll start here.
Go ahead and take that one at advantage. Just Scrappy deflects attack.
Take it at advantage.
Disadvantage, sorry.
I didn't roll no worse. It's going to be a 13 to hit Tony.
13 is probably going to hit Tony. I'm sorry, I don't have Tony's stat block up. I probably should.
Didn't even
I'm
come to
assuming-
the game prepared. Look at this guy.
His AC
mess.
is 13.
13 is going to hit Tony.
Whew.
Tony, you were loved.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's enough for Tony. Tony, you'll be back.
Tony splatters. He's going to take the
You
rest of
will
his
return.
movement to get up in here. So now this guy can occupy this square, and this guy can occupy... Oh, there's already... Scrappy's already there.
Yep.
Oh no.
He can get to
Roadblock,
this
not pet.
square without going through Scrappy's threat range. Gus!
Mm-hmm.
Looking
for a 20.
I'm not rolling to hit. I'm rolling a strength athletics check.
Oh.
No, you failed. You were 6.
Okay, well, I'm rolling a second strength athletics check.
Fuck!
So I need an opposing either strength athletics or dex acrobatics from you.
That's an 18.
An 18. As these two close in, they try to grab and tug at you, and you manage to... Well, one of them fails because of
I saw
divination.
that one coming. That second one, though, got past me. It's not on my side on that one.
Lunges forward and grabs at your armor, but doesn't manage to drag you to the ground like it's trying to. Florian.
Hello.
Hi.
A, B, C.
Always be casting.
be casting.
Oh my god.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
So, you know how when you...
5, 3, 2.
Yeah, sure, whatever. In the instruction manual for Dominion,
Actually, no. I'll stand next to my buddy Lucius.
it outlines your turn by breaking it down into A, B, C.
Yeah.
And my wife is a teacher, so she wrote a little song about it.
Oh, good.
That's cute.
And
Or
then,
as they say in Wizard College. Oh, God.
Florian, moving back.
No, I'm gonna stay next to my best bud, Lucius, who is definitely not a warlock of any kind.
Lucius, those 3 are bloodied.
I thought I was your best bud.
Well, I don't really need the temporary hit points right now because I already have them and I haven't been hit yet. So,
Is this something weird, like in terms of like magic, or are there just an innumerable amount of these creatures coming out of this hole?
I'm gonna pick this guy off with an Eldritch Blast, I think.
Okay.
I've got full hit points. I could probably do this for a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
think
trying to figure out-
if we can cut them down.
15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Looking at 7 Eldritch Force damage.
Against which one? This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, and it is dead. Moving or staying put?
I'm gonna move because these guys are all asleep.
Stepping forward. Gus,
Yep.
you're up.
So which one? Okay, so I see. You
The
have
ones that are asleep have little hashes next to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to hit this one since
Okay.
he's in front of Alex,
Sure is.
and Alex can take care of the other one. Let's see. That is a critical hit.
Love to see it.
Love it. Couldn't have happened. when I
That
said that one.
is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that's enough, even if he wasn't bloodied.
Uh-huh.
Moving or staying
And yeah, we're fine. We're not in a tight spot, so I don't need to action surge.
put? Okay.
What kind of spot are we in?
Not only do 4 more of these guys crawl up out of the hole, but you hear a sound from below that belies the gibbering you've been hearing. It sounds more like an echoing roar than just the chattering of these creatures.
Huh. Okay, so Plan A is no longer in effect.
That's going to bring us to Seeker.
All right, Seeker is going to, I think, save his remaining 2nd level slot.
Okay.
Probably smart.
Yeah, and I'm going to toss out. Sorry. Well, you know what? They'll only wake up if I actually hit them.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step next to this one, and I'm going to shoot it with a crossbow. My light crossbow.
Okay. Wait, which one?
The one I'm standing next to.
All right, so you're rolling at advantage because it's unconscious, but disadvantage because it's 5 feet away from you.
Uh-huh.
This is like negative quasi advantage.
That's a miss.
Okay. Wow. Point blank range. Still couldn't hit it. You need to stick to magic.
Uh-huh.
Moving your staying
And I'm
put.
going to back up.
Okay, at this point, you're actually starting to back up around the curvature of the spiral, which means one more step from that position, you will no longer be able to see down the stairs. In fact,
That's
as
fine.
it is, you can only really see these 3 in front of you.
I'm good with that.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Alexandre.
What do I see in this area?
You see the darkness of the pit beyond.
Uh-huh.
And you see a lot of gray, blind, eyeless bastards climbing up over the lip of the hole and clambering into the room.
If I use my magic to put a light on a pebble, move to here, and toss it into there, can I get a better idea of what's going on?
I'm going to make you make it to hit roll, because there
Sure.
are creatures in the way, and they might intercept it.
It's dexterity?
Yeah, just a regular range attack.
That's a... I take it I'm not proficient with pebbles?
You don't add your proficiency bonus to
Yeah,
improvised
it's
weapons. No.
improvised, right? Well, it's a natural one, so it doesn't matter what bonuses I add to it.
It hits this wall.
Yeah, so I mean, you fling the pebble into the room, but the clamoring of the creatures, it impacts one of them and it instead lands on the floor right here.
Hit Seeker in the head.
I'm gonna back off. So that one gets a chance to do some work.
Oh, that one's not asleep. Yeah, he'll take that. Oh, nat 1. You get away safely.
Calculated
Nope.
risk.
Nobody ever expects. See, that's the exact opposite of what happened to me last time.
Scrappy
You're
is
right.
gonna try and take that one down.
Okay.
It's an armor class of 14.
14 does hit.
For 10 force damage.
Okay, that's enough. Scrappy moving or staying put?
Fireball. I want to pull him back, but I don't really want to eat those. You know what? He can heal himself.
Okay, so he's going to take 2 reactions.
Yep.
Natural 1,
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
and the other one is a 15 to hit
That is an armor class. That is.
for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's going to bring us to my boys.
You hang out in strange company.
Yeah, that's oh, that's Torchy. That's not
Gus.
Mm-hmm.
Torchy McTorchenheimer.
I need an opposed strength athletics or dex acrobatics. First one's a 6. We'll ignore that one. Second one is a 20.
The second one gets me. I rolled a 19.
This guy here manages to grapple you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good for him. He is in close quarters with a fighter. That's not going to end well for him.
And they can break sleep just by jostling them awake. Is that correct?
They have to use an action to jostle them awake, yes.
Yeah, no problem.
They're still injured, but they.
Oh, that's right. They are still injured. I'm doing the wrong thing to these guys. I need an eraser.
Yeah.
They can't actually move anywhere helpful anyway. That's going to bring us to Florian.
I am going to save my last spell slot. And just
Pick him off.
smash him with a Ray of Frost.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
10
I
does
didn't
not
do
hit.
Ray of Frost this turn. What am I thinking? That was dumb.
Moving or staying put?
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Lucius.
Since neither I nor Alexander are currently threatened. First, let me ask this question.
Yeah.
This one that has Gustavus grappled. Can I draw a bead on him?
No. Because you can't draw a line from your square that touches his.
How about if
Wanna
I
swap
were
with
to
me, buddy?
swap with you?
Yeah, if you swap with Alex, you can.
Yeah, since
I'm fine
okay.
with that.
Okay, then I'm gonna bonus action cast Hex
Okay.
and Hex Strength.
Sure.
That sounds like fun. Let's Hex Strength and go ahead and hit it with an Eldritch Blast. That's gonna be a 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Then he's gonna be taking some force and necrotic damage.
Probably dead.
It's gonna be 11 force, 6
That's
necrotic.
enough.
Pick him
Smart.
off.
Good plan.
Moving or staying put?
You good with this, Alexander?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gus,
Yep,
you're up.
I'm staying put.
Burning Hands. He's got
Yes.
all these guys. All
I give you those 4.
that's 4.
The cone from this position will hit. Where's my tab? Oh, my. There. There. Out to here. This guy is just out of the reach of your cone.
So which 4 am I going to get? These 4?
The 4 in front of you here. Because your
Okay,
cone,
yeah,
it's a
no.
15
Yeah,
foot,
no.
yeah?
Yeah, I'll take those 4.
If you angle it to the side, you can get these 4, but not the 2 over here.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll just do the 4 in front of me then.
Okay. That's a dex save for them.
Mm-hmm. DC 11. Mike is Mike.
None
I
of
have,
them are asleep.
But
DC's 11?
Yeah.
Pass, fail.
All right. So the 10 points you can cut in half.
Okay. 10 points cut in half. So this guy's still dead. And now he's bloodied. And he's bloodied. And he's bloodied. And are you moving or staying put?
No, I'm good. I'm fine. This is going well.
This is going pretty well, yeah.
You hear the roar again, and you start hearing crashing sounds emanating from the hole that sound like they're drawing closer and closer and closer. And the last of the gray men that are still alive begin freaking out.
Gus, you've literally become the "this is fine" dog.
Seeker.
Let me get
is
you
next.
coffee.
All right. I am going to toss out a level 1 magic missile targeting this, and this.
I mean, they're people. You can say him, and him.
They're not people.
We don't know.
They're just
You
they're,
don't-
they're eyeless subterranean people that are
You
bald.
can't let them think they're people.
Do we know that they're hymns? Can we see their junk just flying in the wind?
Nobody's even checked.
That's
Are they wearing,
3,
like-
3, and 4. And as I
Are they
continue,
naked or are they wearing like terrible rags or what?
No, they're wearing terrible rags.
Okay.
How much damage?
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter.
3, 3, and 4.
They started bloodied. And the Seeker moving or staying put?
Seeker is going to move back around the corner.
Okay.
Isn't it amazing when you have an area effect attack spell?
I love it.
Alexander,
Love
you're
to
up.
see it. You should keep getting them.
Coup de grace.
Okay.
Do I have to roll anything for that? Do I still have to hit?
Oh, you still have to roll to hit.
But you have advantage.
That
Welcome to
hits.
being
I did not take a sharpshooter, so that hits an armor class of 11.
11 does hit.
nice.
We need to
That's
get you like
auto crit.
That's an auto crit, yeah.
we need to get you like a club or a mace or something that you can. Carry.
So here's the fun part about my class. My attack bonus is only good with magic weapons. If I use a club, I have to use strength. My strength
What
is
if we
like,
get you like a magic scroll?
I need a magic dagger. That'll deal a total of 10 damage.
I mean, he started with 11 and he was bloodied. So
yeah,
pretty
and then
much
Scrappy will try and finish this one off.
Okay.
Get him.
It's an armor class of 21
21 does hit.
for 6 force damage.
Sorry, 6 force damage?
Yep. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and retrieve that pebble that bounced against the wrong wall
That's over here.
while I'm over here.
It's marked
That's
right
what the
here.
yellow-
Oh, it's there?
yellow
Okay, yeah,
spot
I'll
is
move
right
over
there.
to it.
Grab it. Grab that
Yeah.
pebble.
Use my item interaction to grab that.
Okay.
So
Something
This is-
big.
does this? I was gonna say, does it infinitely spawn creatures? Cave and Destiny.
We'll find out.
Can we just farm experience here?
Oh, the loot cave? They patched that out.
Oh no!
They patched that out years ago.
Because people were having too much of a good time.
Yeah, it was too much fun.
Can't have that. Oh, we still got monsters, horrible monsters back here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're asleep.
They're asleep.
They're asleep right
They're
now.
asleep for like the next. Well,
5-6 rounds, yeah.
It's
no,
5 or
it's
6 rounds, yeah.
8 rounds. I've been
Oh,
keeping
it's-
track.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's a minute long spell.
You have an even worse, horrible monster. As a large, winged and clawed reptilian entity with pitch black scales reaches into the room, pulls its weight up, steps forth in front of Alexander. And let me get my line tool here.
This is fine.
This is not fine.
This is a pretty good line, I think, right here.
This is not fine.
I like this line quite a bit.
I
Oh,
hate it.
it gets
I
one of
hate it.
my guys, though. So,
So you better change that line.
Yeah, you better change it.
if I'm looking correctly, I'm going through Scrappy's space and Alex's space and Gus's space and Lucius's space
And 2 of your guys.
and 2. Fuck those guys. They got 11 hit points. So let's get from everybody but Florian and Seeker.
Seeker would high five you, Florian, but he's way over here.
I need a dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
Fail.
Alex makes it.
Lucius passes.
How many of these dice do I have?
Oh, the
Scrappy
funniest part
missed.
is that if I had
No.
stayed where I was, I would have gotten hit.
Hold on, I have to math, and math is hard.
Math is hard.
I can't even make any of you fail to save. I used that up.
I can fail all of my own, thank you.
64 points of acid damage on a failed save.
Whoa!
Cut that in half on a pass.
I think it still kills. That thing it still kills Lucius outright.
I think that kills Gus outright, and I'm
Yeah, it does.
All right, time to book it.
Yeah, I'm unconscious. Scrappy is a pile of metal, molten metal.
Yeah, I'm down.
What?
Yeah, I'm super not alive anymore.
So you know,
That was twice your max hit points all around?
No, it wasn't.
no, not twice mine. 64, no.
What?
I passed, so I only took 32, but I only have 21 hit points.
So you're unconscious. You're not dead.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
unconscious. I had to do math, but yeah, I'm down.
So Florian and Seeker, that just happened. And you hear the roar one more time from the room.
Read the room.
That's going to bring us to... That was after Alex's turn, right? Because we don't have the lair action anymore.
Surely he can just do that once.
It's going to bring us to Florian.
Bye. Yeah, no, this is... What? What?
Florian books it up the stairs. Are you dashing up the stairs? Taking one step back? How far up are you moving?
Yeah. I'm dashing.
Okay. Seeker, he just
What?
blows past you.
The hell?
Lucius.
Do. Looks like a pass. Yep.
All right. Pass death save. That's good news.
Yeah.
Gus.
Mm-hmm. Come on, nat 20. Oh, that's a nat 1.
All right. That's a failed death save. It's going to go back up to Seeker.
I am going to
Speak very slowly.
speak very slowly. How large does this creature look?
Large. It's taking up all 4 of those squares it's standing on.
That's too large.
It's pretty large.
And it spewed some sort of acidic breath weapon.
And I did describe it as reptilian in nature. And also the game is called Dungeons and Dragons, and you're in a dungeon.
Yeah.
Well,
So not.
so who, when you guys told me the story of reviving Seeker, who would you say cast the deciding vote that you guys should accept paying the money?
Gus.
Seeker casts levitate on Gus's body
Okay.
and just walks over, grabs him, and starts booking it with Gus's floating body sailing behind him.
All right. Alexander.
Boy, if I'd had a spell slot, I could have actually survived that with Absorb Elements.
Whoops.
Same. I used it on that burning
pass.
hands.
Okay, so you've got a past death save. Is anybody still looking into the room that's alive and awake? You guys are both looking up the stairs, yes?
Seeker is able to see Lucius because he hasn't run up the stairs yet.
Seeker. I guess everybody, Florian. You don't see anything looking down the room because nothing happens to Lucius. But you hear loud, quick movements in the room where you just abandoned your dear friend Alexander. That's going to bring us to Florian.
I mean, Florian's really curious.
Well, Alex, you were my favorite character, and I'm sorry you just got eaten.
Florian's curiosity gets the better of him, so he goes back and he wants to see what's happening.
When you look back into the room, which square are you on?
We'll say this one, right here.
In one of its great claws, the dragon has Alexander's unconscious body gripped, and it looks like the thing is craning its neck and moving forward towards Lucius. And as it sees you in the doorway, it stops moving, and its eyes narrow, and this growling, gurgling sound travels up its throat.
Great.
And you move back.
Around the
Grab
corner,
Gus
yeah.
with one hand. He's weightless.
It's going to bring us to Lucius.
That one.
Nat 1. That's not good.
No.
Did you already have one failure?
Nope.
Well, now you have what? 1 success and 2 failures?
Yep.
Gus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Success.
Okay. How many successes do you have?
1. I have 2 failures because I rolled a 1 as well.
Seeker.
Seeker. One second, I'm reading something.
Yeah.
Is this hole open?
These are hallways leading back beyond the room. Oh, you mean these ones here or this big one here?
This one.
The big one? Yeah, that's just a gaping hole in the wall leading into the chasm that was accessible from the circular pit in the main room. So this thing climbed up the wall and into there from there.
Seeker floats Gus into Florian's arms,
Okay,
which is a free action as part of Levitate.
sure.
And then he sighs to himself and runs back into the room,
Okay.
seeing how far I can get.
You crazy fool.
And then he is going to dash and hang from this right here.
So you're going to start climbing over the edge?
Yeah.
To be clear, looking in, you cannot see the bottom of this chasm.
Uh-huh.
Does anybody else know what he's doing?
No.
No idea.
No.
I think I do.
You're going to have to travel through his threat range to get there.
Do I have...
Because you got to go through this square at least.
Okay, so here's the question, you guys. Do you think if he rolled an 8, he would still hit me?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna take the chance.
Okay. You're going to use your 8. That hits an armor
No,
class.
I'm not gonna use my 8. I'm just gonna let him roll.
Okay. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 14 points of slashing damage.
I'm alive!
He made it! As it lashes out with its other claw, the one that's not holding on to Alexander. Like, I want to know what he's doing, but I also kind of don't want to know what he's doing. So you're ending your turn climbing down the wall over this effectively bottomless chasm.
Yes.
All right. Alex.
Mm-hmm. It's 3. That's 1 fail and 1 success.
1 fail, 1 success. It's going to bring us to my dragon, whose curiosity has been piqued.
The dragon's curiosity.
Can't make 2 attacks with its claws because he's got Alex grappled. Seeker.
Yeah.
I have a 25 to hit.
Anyone want to spend 4 blips to make that auto fail? Anyone, for example, who might have their character in mortal peril?
It's 6 blips to make him auto fail. It's 4 to make somebody else auto succeed.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do it.
All right, there's 6 blips. Bite attack.
Oh, come on!
14 to hit.
No!
No. So he
Beach armor!
lashes out with his claw and snaps at you with his teeth, and you're just shimmying along this edge.
Oh, I don't have 6 blips. I only had 4 because I wanted to level up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you punk ass.
Lucius?
I've got 6.
Alright,
Yes,
no,
you got
Lucius
it. You
doesn't
got
want
it.
to do
No, you've got it. As long as it's understood that if I fail this death save, I'm assisted.
I mean, it's good that you spent the blips now, because if you fail your death save, you don't have access to them anymore. That's going to bring us to Florian's turn.
Florian is going to go around the corner.
Going around the corner, you see the dragon craning its neck down, snapping violently, and you don't see Seeker anywhere.
Going to pick up Lucius.
Okay.
Go back around the corner.
All right.
Make those death saves, buddy.
Lucius.
Please, someone.
That is a auto success from Gus.
So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Spending... Gus has 2 blips on my screen.
I started with 5.
Maybe I didn't update from last week. That's probably...
Yeah, So...
Bless.
So how many
I have
successes do
1.
you have?
What's that?
How many successes does Lucius have?
2.
That's going to bring us to Gus.
Alright. It was fun, you guys. Oh, that's a pass.
All right.
It's Funyuns.
It was-
Yep. So that's 2 and 2 for Gus.
Do we go right into Seeker's next turn, or is this a good spot to take our break? Seeker, you're up. What is your plan from here?
Seeker, let's go.
So, Seeker's going...
Traveling unwillingly out of its threat range.
Seeker's going to drop to his death to a place where his corpse will be unrecoverable.
And then Gus gets real heavy as Seeker casts Levitate on himself.
Make a... How far are you intending to let yourself drop?
Just out of its threat range.
It's got wings and can fly.
Seeker is like planning on using his like actual like movement to push against the wall, sailing himself to the other wall,
Okay.
in the hopes that this thing won't be able to see him because the pit is big enough. But like if that doesn't work out, that's the best he's got. That's his best plan.
The pit's fairly large as far as you guys are concerned, but the dragon would not have a lot of room to maneuver, because the circle in the center of the room is pretty accurate as to how wide the pit is. This thing has great difficulty trying to... I mean, there's a reason it climbed up the wall in here using its claws and didn't glide in on its wings, if that makes sense. So your goal is to drop... pick a number between 20 and 500.
Okay. Let's call it 50.
So you're going to drop down 50 feet.
Yeah.
And you're going to cast Levitate to arrest your movement.
Yeah.
And then push off against the wall.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up 50 feet down somewhere like this.
That's the dream.
Okay. Gus becomes very, very heavy indeed all of a sudden. Alex.
So pass.
Hey!
2 passes, 1 fail. Note that Seeker and Florian, by my notes, have healing potions on them right now.
So is that your third pass?
That's my second pass.
It's your second pass. Seeker.
Yeah.
What kind of check do I want to call this?
How many Killing Dr. Lucky cards am I holding? For somewhere between 20 and 500.
Other than desperation, what is on Seeker's mind when he made that maneuver?
Seeker's thought is that they brought him back from the dead, and if he dies doing this, well, that's fair's fair. He made it. And also, that would mean he's now like 3 lives up. So, someone upstairs owes him. Probably that trickster gnome god.
Make an intelligence persuasion check.
All right.
You don't have to roll particularly high on this.
Okay. That is a... Sorry, my mouse fell underneath the... No, it was for dramatic effect. I didn't screw up at all.
Right.
That is a 14.
Okay. There's a loud crashing sound as the dragon impacts the wall just to the side of you as he glides down from the opening. But as he crashes there and grabs hold of the walls with his claw, cranes his neck inward at you, more curiously than anything, but you realize he's no longer holding Alexander.
Hey! You speak common?
Make either a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check.
Let's go with dexterity acrobatics.
Okay.
Hey.
That is 20.
20. Not bad. It's not a 22, but it's not bad.
Oh!
So you are grappled as the thing reaches out with one of its free claws, latching on to the wall with the other 3, grabs you on the torso, and you still, it's bizarre because you still feel like you have the magical control of the levitation, but you ain't going nowhere while you're grappled. And it pulls you up and holds you out, so you're kind of in the middle of the chasm, cranes its neck out and opens its toothy maw. And you can hear that gurgling sound and the crackling inside. That's going to bring us to Florian.
Those adventurers missed a lot.
Gonna dash. An effort to pick up Alexander.
Okay. You can just drag him at half movement if you have any movement left.
A little. There.
Okay. We're just letting this dude sleep through it all?
Yep.
All right. That's fair. Lucius.
I got nothing, Lucius.
Somebody has to have... Oh, I don't need it. Thanks.
So you come back with 1 hit point?
No, I don't. That's 3 passes, which I think means I'm unconscious for X hours.
You're
But stable?
Is what it means.
Oh, you're stabilized. That's right. If you roll a 20 on the check, you come back with 1 hit point.
Yeah,
you are stabilized.
but I am not in danger of dying immediately.
Gustavus.
Uh-huh. All right. Like I said, it's been fun, you guys. Oh.
Are you also stable?
Yes, I rolled a 10.
All right. Seeker. What's your passive insight? I love this question.
12.
You're not dead and eaten yet. You don't know what that means, but you are almost certain that if the creature had wanted to absolutely devour you, it could have by now. So I will let you... You can use an action to make an active insight this round to get more information than that, or you can continue with whatever your bizarre plan is.
Seeker's got no more plans. This is the end of Seeker's tricks in his hat. Seeker will make that insight roll.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Mostly because this allows him to keep being silent as he decides whether or not this creature is intelligent enough.
Oh, you definitely see the intelligence in the creature's eyes.
That's an 18.
The creature is extremely curious and perplexed by your actions. How you rushed back into the room, braved its swipe, flung yourself through the hole. It's like it's trying to draw a bead on your actions, trying to figure you out. Whether you try to use that to your advantage or not, I'll leave that up to you. In any event, it's now Alexander's turn.
That's stable.
All right, so Alexander is stabilized.
Okay, listen. If all of us live through this, I think this will be the most, like dramatic, like from fucked to unfucked since I've started playing with you guys.
There's a part of me when I was putting this dungeon together that was like, do I put a young black dragon down here or an adult black dragon? I went back and forth a few times.
Yeah.
The creature doesn't act against you, Seeker. It continues to make these threatening, gurgling sounds with its throat, and it's still eyeing you up and down. It climbs back and forth along the wall as if to just display to you that you are at its mercy at this point. At any moment, he could release you and let you drop. And it almost looks as though he wants to do that just to see what you'll try next. Like, this is a very almost literal cat and mouse scenario. Florian, Lucius, and Gus, and the other guy. Is anything else happening in this room? Or you guys want to stay on initiative over here?
Florian does, yeah.
All right.
He would
Yeah, you
drag Alexander back to the...
You should coup de grace that sleeping one before it wakes
Yeah,
up.
you
and
should.
kills all of us.
Okay. I can't...
Just spray frost to the back of his head.
Alright.
Are you doing that instead of dragging Alex back? Or are you dragging Alex back instead?
I'm dragging Alex back instead.
Okay. I mean, you might just drag the sleeping blind guy out, too. Maybe he'll be happy you saved him from the dragon.
Dragon, throw him in the hole.
Which is going to bring us
throw him in the hole.
back to Seeker.
Seeker's thoughts are, okay, if I can make this interesting for him, that's my best chance getting out of here. So he thinks to himself for a minute. And okay, can't do that. Do that. He is going to hope to God that this thing isn't going to eat him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to make the acting role of his freaking life.
Okay.
He's going to just get this look on his face as though he is just completely, utterly terrified, which, very easy to do. Very simple task, that one.
Right.
And then he's just going to kind of grasp his chest and, kind of hack for a moment. And then he is going to cast, because he knows he's not going to be able to pull this off for long, disguise self on himself, making him look like he's dead.
So you're using disguise self.
Yeah.
Look like a corpse of yourself.
Uh-huh.
All right. We're taking a break. That was it. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Put Elizabeth on screen. See you guys at like 4:45.